Assalamu alaikum. My name is Maram Aldizeeri. Today I will present my paper entitled Exploring the Impact of Self-Directed Learning Approaches on Academic Achievement from the Perspective of University Educators in Libya. This study investigates how self-directed learning influences students' academic achievement and examines university educators' perspectives regarding its implementation in higher education. Here introduction and background. Education has recently shifted from traditional teacher-centered approaches toward learner-centered approaches. One of the most important approaches is self-directed learning, SDL, where learners take responsibility for their own learning by setting goals, selecting resources, monitoring progresses, and evaluating outcomes. SDL is considered essential because it is important. It promotes, learner autonomy, critical thinking, motivation, and lifelong learning skills. Research problem context Libya. Despite the global importance of SDL, its implementation in Libya remains limited. Many universities still rely on traditional teaching methods that emphasize memorization and teacher authority. In addition, there is a lack of empirical research investigating educators' perceptions of SDL and its relationship with academic achievement in the Libyan context. Therefore, this study seeks to address this important research gap. Research objectives. This study has four main objectives. First, to explore university educators' perceptions of SDL. Second, to examine the impact of SDL on academic achievement. Third, to identify educators' roles in supporting SDL. Finally, to investigate the challenges that hinder SDL implementation in Libyan universities. Here, literature review. The literature shows that SDL is closely associated with learners' autonomy, motivations, self-regulation, metacognition, and time management. Previous researchers such as Dewey, Knowles, and Garrison emphasized that effective learning occurs when students actively participate and directed their own learning process. Studies consistently report that SDL improves critical thinking, problem solving abilities, academic performance, and learner confidence. Methodology. This study employed a systematic literature review following the PRISMA 2020 guidelines. Relevant studies were collected from 6 major academic databases. The review focused on recent research published between 2021 and 2026 and examined studies investigating SDL and academic achievement in higher education contexts. Prisma flow. The initial search identified 487 records. After removing duplicates and applying inclusion criteria, the number was reduced step by step. Finally, 20 high-quality studies were selected and included in the review. These studies formed the evidence base for the analysis. Key findings. The findings were very consistent. All 20, all 20 studies reported a positive relationship between SDL and academic achievement. Students who engaged in SDL demonstrated high motivation, better self-regulation, improved time management, stronger academic performance. The findings also showed that technology and AI supported learning environments further strengthened these positive outcomes. Discussion: the effectiveness of SDL depends on several factors. These include curriculum design, institutional support, digital infrastructure, and the students' readiness for independent learning. The educator's role also changes from being a knowledge transmitter to become a facilitator, mentor, and guide. Therefore, successful SDL requires support from both teachers and institutions. Implications and recommendations based on the findings. Several recommendations and proposed universities should integrate SDL into curricula and encourage project-based learning. Educators should provide guidance, feedback, and opportunities for reflection. Policymakers should improve technological infrastructure and invest in professional development programs that support learner-centered education. Here, conclusion and future research. In conclusion, SDL has a positive impact on academic achievement and learner autonomy. The review confirms that SDL helps students become more independent, motivated, and academically successful. Future research should focus on empirical studies in Libya and investigate SDL implementation through surveys and interviews with university educators and students. Thank you very much for your attention. I appreciate your time and welcome any question or comments regarding the study. Thank you.